Hi everyone, this is Sleight of Hand artist and Pivothead pro, Glenn Morphew. Today, thanks to my Durango chameleons, you're going to get a very unique perspective of the infamous three-shell game, shot from the operator's point of view. The three-shell game is really portrayed as a fair gambling game when in reality there's no way that the player can win. And if you happen upon this game, you'll see an operator who's supposedly playing against 4, 5, 6 people, a group of people. And in reality, they're all a part of the team and they play specific roles. One of them will be a lookout. He's looking for the police. A couple of others will be bettors. They'll be the shills. And the operator will let them win and they'll give you confidence that you could actually beat the game yourself. And others are there to be some muscle if there are any problems, and or to build a barrier around you, rope you in once you get in so it's not easy for you to back out. So it's really an elaborate con game. And they've upgraded the props. Nowadays, typically they play with bottle caps, and in some parts of the world they'll play with matchbox drawers. Those will be the covers. And then they'll play with 3 cards, but that's a different game. That's the 3-card Monte, and it's a cousin of the shell game. It's all the same thing. And although these games have been played for a couple hundred years and they've duped unsuspecting passers-by out of untold amounts of money, it's still a game that's alive and well today, typically in tourist areas where there's high traffic and high turnover. They'll play it in parking lots, on the street, maybe on a bus or a train. But the thing I want to get across to you is that if you ever happen upon one of these games, the best thing that you could do is just keep on walking. I know how the game is played. I know how to do it. And I would just keep on walking. Although if I had my Durangos with me, because I'm a little crazy, I'd probably put them on and try to get a little footage, because it's rare to be able to actually film this game in action. And it is an amazing thing to see. It's like a little drama, like a little play, and it works like clockwork. And that's how it survived for over 200 years and still gets the money today. Well, anyways, enough about the history of the game. I really hope you enjoy my video, and I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for your kind attention.
This is a little public service announcement on the perils of playing games like the three-shell game or any of its cousins for money. So let's begin. It's a little game of hanky-poo. There's 2 for me, and there's 1 for you. Just follow the P while I move things a little. I won't move them far. See, it's still in the middle. Now, this really is a simple game, but it could drive a guy insane. The P starts in the middle, and it ends in the middle. The game's not that easy. Most contend once the P jumps from the middle to the far end. So, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to play with just 2 shells for you. Now, if I didn't move them at all, could you double your wealth, or would you wind up broke and despondent? Decide for yourself. I'll tell you what. Give it one more crack. I'll leave one arm behind my back. And I'll move real slow. Concentrate now. Just follow the P and don't get distracted listening to me. There you go. Now, if you were just guessing, you could lose over here. If you think seeing is believing, you lose right there. Only 1 in a million can stay on track and bet the P is in the hand behind my back. That's the 3-shell game, and 5 pretty darn good reasons why you don't want to play me for money. But if you see the game on the streets, you have got a whole different set of problems. They are going to start out with the P under the center shell just like I did, but then they go into a series of rapid hand manipulations like this. That one there is called the counterclockwise maneuver. It causes the P to jump from this shell over to this shell. On the other hand, if he goes in a clockwise direction, whoa, that's quick. Now that's going to cause the P to jump from this shell over to this shell. Now, street guys have made an absolute fortune on this one. Here's what happens. It starts out in the center. They do this little clicky thing on you. Now, everybody always bets on one of those 2 because, well, they were the only ones that moved. Plus, he did the little clicky thing on you. But here's what happens. The P comes out from underneath this shell. Notice the angle of that shell. It ricochets off of the outside of that shell, then it travels faster than the human eye could follow all the way over there. All right, let's summarize. The P could be under the center shell. You could even guess that it's under the center shell, but it doesn't mean you're going to win, because before you turn that shell over, I could sneak it over here. And if you were to guess it's over here, I sneak it over there. So your problem in a nutshell with the 3-shell game is this. It's never going to be under the one that you pick, and that's why you don't want to play this game for money. This concludes my public service announcement and part of my debt to society. Just kidding. Thanks very much, folks. I hope you have a wonderful day.